Chapter 2. Unmasking the key players in Paul Paraka's imprisonment. In the tangled web of corruption that ensnared Papua New Guinea, several pivotal players emerged, working tirelessly to crack open one of the country's largest scandals. At the heart of this investigation were Neville Devete, Sam Koim, and a team of courageous police prosecutors who risked everything to bring justice. Neville Devete, the former Solicitor-General, took a bold step in 2012 by reporting suspicious payments to the Paul Paraka Law Firm. His whistleblower actions set off a chain reaction, leading to an investigation that would expose the depth of corruption. Devete's courage came at a personal cost. He faced threats and had to flee the country to ensure his family's safety. Yet his commitment to integrity and accountability remain unshaken. His efforts bring home the critical importance of standing up against corruption, no matter the risks. Sam Koim, the head of the Taskforce Sweep, played an equally crucial role. Established in 2011, Taskforce Sweep was tasked with investigating and combating corruption within Papua New Guinea. Koim's leadership and dedication were instrumental in gathering the evidence needed to build a strong case against Paul Paraka. Under his guidance, the task force meticulously pieced together the financial transactions, revealing the elaborate scheme that had drained public coffers. Koim's work highlighted the significance of having robust mechanisms in place to detect and combat corruption. His relentless pursuit of justice served as a beacon of hope for many Papua New Guineans, proving that the fight against corruption is not only necessary, but possible.
In 1 year, Paul Paraka sent $2.5 million to his children, wives and girlfriends.
I am not afraid. I know that corruption is deeply rooted, people are well connected, but somebody has to do it. If we don't do it, there's no future for our country. Where is the future for my children? Where is the future for my children's children? What kind of world or country are we creating? What kind of future are we creating for our children?
Key police prosecutors. Among the unsung heroes of this investigation were Senior Constable Pius Peng, Chief Superintendent Mathew Damaru, and Chief Inspector Timothy Gitua. These officers, along with Public Prosecutor Pondros Kaluin, played significant roles in securing Paul Paraka's arrest, interviews and prosecution. Their dedication and bravery in the face of threats and intimidation were instrumental in advancing the case. Senior Constable Pius Peng faced legal battles related to the case, but remained steadfast in his pursuit of justice. Chief Superintendent Mathew Damaru faced suspension and legal challenges which many viewed as attempts to intimidate him. Chief Inspector Timothy Gitua was arrested and charged with several offences, including unlawful assault and threatening with a firearm, yet he continued to push forward. But wait, what about the aftermath of these revelations? Well, to understand the whole narrative, let's delve into Paul Paraka's imprisonment and players involved in this intricate web of transactions and deceit. Chapter 3. Paul Paraka's sentencing. In a landmark decision that reverberated throughout Papua New Guinea, Paul Paraka, the once prominent lawyer, was sentenced to 20 years in prison for misusing 162 million kina of state funds. This chapter delves into the dramatic courtroom scenes and the relentless pursuit of justice that finally brought Paraka to account. The 2006 attempt to halt payments. The saga began in 2006 when the Samar government attempted to put a stop to the payments to Paul Paraka lawyers. The Chief Secretary, the Attorney General and the National Executive Council, NEC, issued directives to cease all payments and terminate the briefing out of state matters to Paraka's firm and other private law firms. However, Paraka obtained 3 national court orders to counter these directives, allowing the payments to continue despite the government's clear instructions. The courtroom drama. Fast forward to 2023, the National Court found Paraka guilty of 5 counts of misappropriation. The court revealed that between 2007 and 2011, Paraka had received payments through 65 checks, totaling over 162 million kina. These funds, meant for legal fees, were funneled into Paraka's property investment company and used for personal gain. Justice Teresa Berrigan, in her judgment, highlighted the severity of the case, noting that the amount of money involved made it one of the worst cases of misappropriation in the country's history. She condemned Paraka's actions, emphasizing that as a senior lawyer, he had a duty to uphold the law, not exploit it. The sentencing. On October 4th, 2023, Paraka was sentenced to 20 years in prison, although the maximum sentence for his crimes was 50 years. The courtroom was packed with families, friends and supporters as Justice Berrigan handed down the sentence. Paraka, who had fought fiercely throughout the protracted legal battle, sat in silence as the judgment was read. The court's decision marked the end of a decade-long pursuit of justice, bringing closure to one of Papua New Guinea's most significant corruption scandals. So what now? What about Peter O'Neill, James Marape and Don Polye? And what is the latest on Jacob Yafai and the then Finance Department Secretary, Stephen Mel Gibson?